Hello, 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 and welcome into the stream. My name's Sarah Stormleaf, an elf from the forest, venturing out into the world to share my RPG stories with you. And today, we are back once again with Honkai Star Rail. Got great rolls on Saber last night, so looking forward to using her a bit as I progress the story and try to catch up. With that, just gonna jump straight on in. Oh, hey, be back. Yeah, there's some really nice Honkai drops. Some stellar jade and some leveling materials. Ba-da-bum-bum. Okay. So, March 7th was training to become a swords person for the upcoming war dance with Yanqing and Yunli.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Head to Stargazer Navalia. Don't know what they do, but I'm making an account so I can have them. There's like leveling materials mostly, and a little bit of currency which can be used for rolling on characters.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
Spaceship, of course it's
Sky
impressive.
Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Luofu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared.
Have they got nice stuff to eat at work? What would you get if you were to get something at work?
Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent, and just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiaoqiu meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness.
I mean, that sounds pretty delicious. I would totally go for some bacon and eggs. I say go for it.
After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the General's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights?
Thank you for the lurk, Slime. I appreciate it. "6:30? What time is it now?"
While the General could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Jiao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind.
Yeah, then I think some bacon and eggs would be a great idea. Go for it.
As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
You could get a nice coffee.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather. I want to win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Oh, that's some shade.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Jiao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
Okay, bye-bye.
You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
Sure you have, March.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Waves and leaves. Bye.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream that he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. Alright, I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Woohoo.
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
This is sus.
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out.
When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance. How's that? Who's there?
Hey, you doing a secret plot over here?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
I'll take the little ones away right now.
Sorry. I'll take the little ones away right now.
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Huh? Everhunt Plains? Yeah, sure. Big Sis will take you there.
Shuha! You should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Follow them.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everon Plains.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the 3 people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yen Qing at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Luofu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
Oh, I'm sorry to be back. I hope you feel better.
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird
kitties.
language just now. Did you hear that? I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Okay, sneaky times. Let's go. Phew.
Never mind who they are.
Don't get too close, Miss March. They might spot you.
Oh, okay. Sufficient more conditions need to be met to complete the photo shoot. Required objectives are listed up there. Now tonight you can press the shutter to complete the shoot. Okay. Take a photo. Get evidence using 4x zoom. I'm sorry to be back. You
We
still have a
should've just
cat
killed
now,
those
right?
lowly beasts.
You have like a different cat?
Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Cut the theatrics, Gulak. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
That sounds like a plan. Find a suitable box to hide in. Alright. It looks like it would fit me.
Ugh, so cramped in here.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
Your footsteps pacing back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open the crate at that moment, they would certainly catch you in your ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. The floating mechanism at the bottom of the crate is activated. You feel it begin to drift slowly forward. After what feels like an entire amber era of holding your breath in silence, you heard the sound of the crate touching down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
Don't be so paranoid.
The departing footsteps sound like a signal, prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
At least your kitties are safe now.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity. Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
What? Ah, lame.
I knew some looks like.
Yeah.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the... They keep talking about...
They're definitely...
The gameplay approach will appear in top speed. Terminating in line of sight. Should take this after some interest in like crazy. I guess printing. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here!
Shuhard, I'm coming!
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! Don't get too close, Miss March. They might
Shush.
spot... What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs.
Oh, an
Once we're
invasion or
past the
something?
checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
Nobody. Just look away.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot!
You can be a Cloud Knight, be back. We just have to go live on this cool giant spaceship. Hey, Ice Tricks, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk, really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well.
Wipe them all out!
Oh, they were beastmen, right.
Borison? Ready to shine.
Adusa! Die, you lowly beasts!
Support Saber.
Nice job!
Oh.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy.
Half the work is already done. Resistance is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
You gonna walk to the cafeteria? Yeah, no problem. Be back. Get a nice coffee for yourself.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Here we go, Excalibur. Excalibur! Oh my god, she's such a powerhouse.
How is this possible? How did these Foxians change their appearances like that?
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borison, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
Borison have infiltrated the Shine Show.
Well, how did the Borison manage to infiltrate the Cienjo?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues.
Got someone on the inside.
Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the Borison prisoners. If they can forge official identities and move around the Cienjo without raising suspicion... Oh no, this is bad.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express, it usually means...
There are more Borison hiding on the Cienjo. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
While in the Seat of Divine Foresight... Hey, it's me, the Trailblazer.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the General of the Cienjo Yao Cheng.
Hello.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right?
Yeah, we're here to answer your questions as witnesses.
That's right. But don't worry, this isn't a trial. I just want to have a chat with you and get a better understanding of the facts. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
So Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
Ooh. What comes down to Stellaron? We're the good guys. Is there suspicion about your relationship? Where's Elio's prophecy?
Rumor has it that Elio, the leader of the Stellaron Hunters, possesses the power to see into the future. He foresaw that the Xianzhou and the Express would have important roles to play in the war against Nanook. That's why we were lured here to the Luofu, to deal with the Stellaron crisis and fulfill the prophecy.
General Jing Yuan believes in this prophecy too, as mentioned in the report. I'm curious why you didn't question it at all. Could it be because one of the Stellaron hunters is actually an old acquaintance of General Jing Yuan?
Please be cautious with your words, Merlin's Claw. Let's avoid sowing doubt among our comrades. That Stellaron hunter used to be my disciple. So are you putting my loyalty in question too?
I'm simply bringing up the doubts about General Jing Yuan that exist within the Alliance. Since I'm representing them, perhaps you can just imagine me as one of those old geezers. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Videodora guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
Hey, be back. Welcome back. Exile of Ibisher Lune is what led to this calamity.
If the Luofu hadn't exiled Dan Heng, leaving the Videodora with no leader, they wouldn't have fallen into chaos, and there wouldn't have been the opportunity to bring the Stellaron to the roots of the Arbor unnoticed.
Russian roulette muffin? Oh, right. Let me know what... That sounds like a nice breakfast. Let me know what kind of muffin it is. Tasty.
Imbibitor Lune was exiled due to his own crimes.
Eh.
Now, Don Hung, as his reincarnation, is free from his sins. However, why did he risk trespassing on the Xianzhou Luofu before his exile was lifted?
I was concerned about the safety of my companions, so I acted brazenly. I admit I was reckless at the time, but
he returned despite everything. Now, let's consider the outcome. The Arbor was resurrected, and the Luofu required a High Elder to repair the seal and suppress the plague mark. It's hard not to think about the stakes involved, right? According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
When the Master Diviner witnessed everything firsthand. To the Heliobus. Talia was eager to obtain the power of. Witnessed everything
Back
firsthand.
then, we were working with Diviner Fu, and she also witnessed Fantilia's true form. You're not going to doubt one of your own people, are you?
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However, even if she saw it with her own eyes, we can't completely rule out the possibility that she might have been deceived. After all, it's suspicious how the culprit just bizarrely vanished.
No, well.
Well, it appears that you are still unable to give explanations for several details about how the Nameless got involved in the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
That's fine.
The two Nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the Nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Luofu, yet the six charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the plague mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Luofu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking? Or the Ten Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Luofu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit.
Banana nut muffin. Sounds pretty nice.
And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Luofu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Luofu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the Divine Foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Luofu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongoose behind it all.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Luofu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Xiao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling prison.
You imprisoning us?
No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I'm okay with that.
Me
Your
too.
willingness to help is truly heartwarming, youngsters.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance, but I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Luofu's Shackling prison. Since he is the Broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borisin suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
Indeed. Not you.
Do you actually believe in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy?
I do.
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here.
I understand.
What are you looking at?
You're definitely a unique individual, just like Huayan said. I hope you'll walk alongside the Rainbow's path as a friend.
I'm really sorry about all this. but the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
Let's get going. I'm sure this will go swimmingly, and there'll be no issues whatsoever. Sometime later, Starsiv carries you and Dan Hang to a place that looks strikingly familiar.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
Okay. Go to the shackling prison!
The shackling prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Dan Heng.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
Do it.
Exactly. Please come on in, dear guests.
We're ready to go in. I smell a dungeon coming. Hey guys. Hello.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yaoqing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin Abominations of Abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited.
Only the judges of the 10 Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the shackling prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hulei. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hulei is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hulei's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully.
Okay, summary of crimes. The Borisin Warhead, a denizen of abundance, accountable for numerous acts of invasion and associated war crimes. Accountable for long-term enslavement of Foxians and utilizing their blood for alchemical purposes. Detention method. Prisoner must be subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords and never be pardoned. Must be transferred to different locations on a regular basis. Their shackles must be checked for sturdiness during the transfer, and the air filters in their new cell must be intact and functional. Notes: the confinement of this prisoner is the foundation of the alliance between the Jiangshou and the Foxians. Any individuals objecting to this sentence should be punished for sowing discord. Anyone who contacts or converses with this prisoner must take poison-proof pellets or wear a breathing mask equipped with a filter cartridge to counteract the effects of lupitoxin. Prisoner's place of detention must be changed on a yearly basis, and the new location must remain unknown to the individuals below the rank of Cloud Knight Lieutenant or Judge. Do not mention Jing Liu when conversing with this prisoner. I'll pack my laptop up and get ready to go back home. Yeah, no worries. Be back.
And
I hope you have a safe
take
trip
this pellet
home.
before proceeding.
Drive safely.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hulei.
Just swallow it already. Hulei is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupitoxin that induces fear. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupitoxin.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed. Your Honor.
What is it?
No. Never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
I don't want to wait a moment. Take a walk around and wait for the escort. Yeah, okay. Jade Abakai here glow with an unusual luminescence as they perform their calculations, possibly on the status of the prisoner cells or the security of each area. Ooh, treasure. Give me that.
Is that all?
Looking down, you see a honeycomb of densely packed prison cells extending deep into the darkness beyond your view. You hazard a guess on the number of prisoners they are capable of holding here. 3,000? 30,000? 300,000? Wait, this may not even be the entire shackling prison.
Welcome, dear guests from the Express.
Hey,
Judge
Hanya.
Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before.
You or your sister the only judges here?
You don't want to see me? Well, in that case, I can call in the judge who's an expert in acupuncture, or the one who's handy with axes and saws, or the one who knows all about whips and ropes. We've got plenty of options here, and we'll find one that suits your taste. Just kidding. We judges work in shifts, and it just happens to be my shift. Maybe we're destined to cross paths. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Xianzhou Luofu.
Pom-Pom takes care of us at home, and friends take care of us on the road. That's just how it goes.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the Ten Lords. So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission. This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Danhung, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
Ooh, magic. Treasure? Not treasure. Yeah.
Looks good.
Hmm. Treasure.
Is that all?
Hanya blocks your way forward. She has been entrusted with the important task of ensuring that only explore areas she deems safe. Okay. Go to Grimfrost Hold. Okay.
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this. Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out.